BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? All right, so pardon me. Before we actually get into what we're talking about today, I want to just bring up a couple of things. Oh, and I'm late today because I was putting out a video and bullshit. So yesterday there was a situation that happened on the channel. I took the video down. So yesterday there was a situation that happened on the channel, and I want everybody to understand just how terrible the situation actually was. Basically, I'm not really allowed to ever get upset. I know that sounds stupid, right? Everybody gets upset. I'm not allowed to get upset ever about anything. And because I was noticeably upset yesterday, it's like a 99% chance that somebody that I love very much and I would love to be in my life will never speak to me again. So thank you, Ann, for creating a situation that allowed for me to cause irreparable harm to myself and my life. I appreciate you. A lot of y'all don't know that there's only one real reason why I started doing lives, and now that reason really doesn't exist anymore. But I'm going to continue to do lives. I'm never allowed to be upset, ever. Just that's all you need to know. I'm never allowed to be upset, ever. I don't think a person that is not in a situation like that could ever understand the stress that it puts you under. Hold on 1 second, please. Nah. It's nothing to be confused about. It's just I have to live by different rules than every other human being. That's it. I really am this way. It's not a game. 85% of this is entirely who I am. 15% of this is how I have to cognizantly think because I don't have no choice. But this is really me. It's nothing fake. There's nothing not real. This is really the individual that I am. So I put apologies and forgivenesses up because I think that people don't understand why we apologize or why we forgive. I don't think people really understand the concept behind those. I think people think apologies and forgiveness of individuals has to deal with making someone else feel good, or often we get into a situation where something happens between us and somebody else and it's not that important to us and it's really important to the other individual, so we say, I'm sorry. We don't really mean it. We just want to move on. We don't want to be stuck in that moment, and we don't want them to be stuck in that moment, so we say, I'm sorry. Don't really mean it. That's not the important part. The important part is an apology is not really meant for the individual you're giving the apology to. Apology should be for ourselves. When I apologize to you, I'm not apologizing to you to make you feel better. If it makes you feel better, then that's two things. That's extra. I'm apologizing to you because I have transgressed and I need to make amends. That's why I personally apologize to people. I don't apologize. I rarely ever apologize to somebody because it'll make them feel better. I usually apologize because I have a penance that I need to serve. I have created a situation in which I was wrong. We're talking about apologies and forgivenesses. And I'm not sure what you're asking, Shelby. Well, there's things that I want to say, but due to the situation that happened yesterday, I have decided that a lot of my personal life I'll keep to myself. So that'll make a situation that individuals won't get confused and think I'm talking about individuals that I'm not talking about. So whereas right now I will probably tell you an anecdote to try to entertain and to try to give you an understanding about my position on whatever I'm talking about. I can't because I don't want people to think I'm talking about individuals in which I'm not. I work like this. I believe that it's important if you don't want somebody to treat you a certain way for you to act accordingly. If I don't act accordingly, then when bullshit happens, I'm partly to blame. So for whatever happened yesterday on the video that I deleted, I am partly to blame because maybe I shouldn't be sharing my personal life with anyone. So it's going to take a while, and I'm going to try to figure out another way to do it instead of just telling you about stuff that's happened in my life. And so there's like a lot of stories that I never had an opportunity to get to because it didn't fall inside of the guidelines of the conversation we were having. No, it's not I just don't have the like I told you, I just started doing lives for one reason. Because of yesterday's live, that I don't have a reason to really do lives anymore. So now I'm still gonna do lives because that's what y'all want. And I guess I'll just go back to doing lives about hip hop or whatever the case is. But if you don't see me emotionally invested in these things anymore, it's because there's really no reason for me to do them anymore. So one of the things that we have to understand is if we want to be able to live a life free of regret, then yes, we should apologize. If you apologize, this is my opinion on it, right? If you apologize, I'll start covering sports in the morning too. It just doesn't even matter to me. As a matter of fact, we'll move on to sports in like 2 seconds. If you apologize to somebody because you want to make them feel better, I don't particularly accept those. Well, I'll accept it. It is what it is, but I don't respect those apologies. We should apologize because we know that we've done something wrong, and our apology should always be for ourselves. Appreciate you, young. Apology should always, we should always be apologizing due to ourselves, due to us feeling that we've done something wrong and we're trying to make amends. Has to be genuine. Absolutely, Deontay. Sometimes we can never know the depths of the hurt or the pain or the destruction that we could cause to another person's life. Think about it. Think about all the times you've seen somebody, like, this is just me giving an example because I can't talk about my personal life anymore. I don't feel comfortable. But think about all the times somebody like has committed suicide or something. And then what it is people will be like, yo, we would have never guessed they would have did that. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Never know. They say the people who are the most empathetic or sympathetic are the individuals who have been hurt the most. We have a problem in America. One of the problems that we have in America is we believe that because we want to say it, it's worth saying. You have no idea how often I think things are worth saying, but I don't say it because they're worth me hearing. They're not worth me speaking and you hearing. There's a difference. We, as a people, need to decide. Do we want to be part of the problem or do we want to be part of the solution? Simple as that. It's us as an individual entertaining ourselves more important than us as an individual caring about our brethren, about our brothers, about our sisters. What's more important? People tend to lose the understanding and awareness. Some people don't have social awareness. Well, I'm not talking about freedom of speech, Shelby. I'm not talking about freedom of speech at all. You should have the right to say whatever you want to say, but freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequences. Also, I believe that we have a responsibility to be responsible. Freedom of speech also means that racists could talk about how much they hate people of other races all they want, and they can. But does that mean they should have freedom of consequences? If somebody walks up to a black person and calls them a nigger, that's freedom of speech. Now, if something happens to injure that individual that decided to walk up to a black person and call them a nigger, does that mean that the black person is soft because they hit them? Because they didn't want to be disrespected? All I'm saying is that there is not freedom, just like there's freedom of speech. You have to be ready for the consequences. What I'm saying is that we should be trying to make the world a better place. We shouldn't be actively thinking, well, I have freedom of speech, so I'm going to do whatever I want. I think that's irresponsible. That's just me. Good morning, DJ. I just think that's irresponsible. But that's me. I think it's irresponsible to think that since you can say anything that you want to say, that I'm just going to say whatever I want to say. Fuck the world. I think that's irresponsible, and I think that's juvenile, and I think that that's immature. But that's what I think. I can be wrong. That's like somebody saying, well, I could slap a baby and can't nobody do nothing about it, so I'm just going to go slap some babies. I can go to a movie theater and scream out fire and make everybody run out of the movie theater in fear. So I'm just going to go do that. I can go tell somebody that somebody else has some kind of transmittable disease and fuck their life up for no reason. Because, freedom of speech. Exactly. A person can say whatever they want. This is true. But understand that you might be harming somebody else's life, or you might be having repercussions coming back to you. One of the biggest problems I believe that we have, one of the biggest problems that I believe that we have, no, I'm not really on one. I think that it's important for me to even be more impartial than usual from now on. That's all. One of the biggest problems that we have, and I don't really entirely think that you're incorrect, Shelby. I just want to put your statement in the proper context. I don't think you're incorrect. I think freedom of speech is a great thing inside of the hands of a responsible individual. I'm just trying to say there are also motherfuckers out here that have no sense of responsibility. There are also people out here that want to see the world burn. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes people can create a situation and they have no idea the harm that they can cause to others. And they don't really care. They just like to act. They don't like to think. When you're an individual that a lot of people don't understand the difference from being alone and lonely. There's a big difference. Me, myself, I'll tell you one last thing because I said this before. One day I was in my house and there was something wrong. I didn't know what the fuck was wrong. I was like, yo, there's something wrong. I just feel weird. I'm looking around. I don't know what's wrong. I get something to eat, I think. I was like, looking around. I was like, something's wrong. I don't feel right. And then I realized I was bored. I don't get bored. I hadn't been bored. And this was recent too. This was like a couple weeks ago, maybe. I hadn't been bored in so long that when I got bored, it caused confusion. I really don't get lonely. But that's partly because I don't like the company of everyone. I think that that's something and that's always what I'm talking about, and that's always what I'm preaching. We must protect ourselves and keep people around us that build us up. If you have to choose between having somebody around you that's going to tear you down and being alone, I'm always going to choose being alone. It's not even a second thought. It's not even a situation like I know somebody is fucking toxic and I'm going to be like, yo, should I go hang out with them? Maybe for a little while. Nah, that motherfucker's toxic. I might get some kind of influences on me that might hinder judgments and cause for me to make abnormal mistakes, because we all make mistakes. But the thing is, we don't want to make mistakes that's not part of our character. because the mistakes that's part of our character we've learned to live with. Other day, I apologized to some. Well, it wasn't the other day. It was a couple of weeks ago. I apologized to somebody about something. They didn't accept it. I didn't care. I didn't apologize to them for them. I apologized to them for me. So after I apologize and you don't accept it, it's not no big deal because I know I meant it. Recently, I started speaking with somebody and they're going to, I'm an ever evolving individual. So recently, I just got finished speaking with somebody and we're about to make a business venture doing something in particular. I don't really want to talk about it currently. And I think it's a good look. I only started doing lives for one reason. After yesterday's live, I'm pretty sure that that person is never going to speak to me, see me, or look at another one of my lives. I'm not allowed to get upset. That's not important. I deleted the live. No, it's not. I don't know which one is the problem you're saying that there is, but believe me, people hold me to a different standard than they hold other individuals. I'm not allowed to make mistakes, ever. People still remind me of mistakes that I made when I was like 12 and 13 years old. I'm never allowed to make mistakes. I don't think it's fair either. No, I'm not. I'm just not allowed to make any. I can't even. I can't even explain to you how. I'm not gonna. I can't even if I tried, I wouldn't be able to. So it doesn't matter. But I couldn't even explain to you how every single mistake I've ever had made in my life, I have to live with to the day that I die. You might want to read that. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just telling you what it is. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna even be able to do. I think I should just be making videos. I don't even think I should be doing any more lives, to be honest with you. Anyway, so what was the thing I was looking at this morning? I was looking at something this morning I thought was interesting. I was looking at something this morning I thought was interesting. I'm trying to remember what it was. So I just dropped a video So you know Pitchfork, right? Everybody knows who Pitchfork is. Pitchfork is like some kind of like online circulation, some kind of news thing or something like that. I'm not 100% sure what Pitchfork is, but Pitchfork is like some shit like that. Anyway, so Pitchfork says they have some kind of audio. So Pitchfork says that they have some kind of audio where they have XXXTentacion admitting, admitting, admitting to domestic violence against that Geneva girl. Now, this is the bullshit that I think it is, right? I'm going to tell you what the bullshit is. I'm going to tell you what the bullshit is straight up. I'm not upset that they have this thing or whatever they're talking about, right? It's okay. I'm not upset if they're saying it's one thing and it's really not that thing. You know how sometimes people say there's something is something, but it's really not the thing that they're saying that it is? You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people just fronting. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, I got proof of this thing happening. And then you be like, what? And then you go look at it and the shit is just reaching. And it's like, that's not really what you said you had. What I'm saying is none of that matters. You want to know why none of that matters? Because I think it's all bullshit. How do you wait? Okay, first of all, for them to actually have audio of him saying that he's done something, pardon me, they had to have had it recorded when he was still alive, correct? Now, so if they had this audio when he was still alive, why didn't they release it then? Why would they wait until after he passed away to release it? And not just that, why would they wait for him to pass away and then wait for Vic Mensa to come out and do the thing that Vic Mensa did and then release it? How does any of this make any sense? It all sounds like bullshit. I'm not trying to say that they're clout chasing, but what I'm saying is how do you have an audio of someone admitting to committing a crime and you wait until after they passed away to then bring this information to the public? I think all of that is bullshit. I think that's fucked up. I don't even watch, listen to, or read whatever the fuck Pitchfork is. But right now, I'm telling you right now, I can't fuck with them. How do you bring something out when a person doesn't have the ability to defend themselves? How? How do you create a situation? How do you wait until a person can't defend themselves? Now, with all of this saying that your young lady Geneva, she's also backed off of those claims and trying to say that he wasn't the one that actually did it. And just so we can be clear, it has been reported that even before, she didn't say, this is what I heard. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, there was like 3 or 4 different stories out there. But the story that I heard is that he didn't actually do it and that somebody else did it and they were part of his camp. That's the story that I heard. So now I want to know what is the audio that they're saying that they have. And if they have this audio, why didn't they bring this shit out before? That's what I'm saying. Why would they wait until after this man passed away and couldn't defend himself, couldn't clarify, couldn't put some kind of context on whatever the audio is that they have before they release it? What kind of sense does that make? So anyway, so I saw the academics video on it, right? And can I say this? Academics is getting his game back together. The nigga getting back sharp. I'm not trying to send anybody other places. I'm just saying what it is, and I just tell people what it is, what I feel it is. And for a while, for the past couple of years, academics have been falling off, in my opinion. But now it looks like, especially after I see this video and I seen like 2 other prior videos from academics, like in the last week, it looks like he's getting back on his game. The nigga's doing actual reporting. For a long time, I believe academics was just a fucking fan. But now he's getting back to the actual reporting. The best example I could give is when Drake and Pusha T was going at it, I reported pretty fairly. There's videos that I have out speaking, Pusha T better do something. When Eminem and MGK was beefing, I reported pretty fairly. I have videos that came out that said, MGK's song is good. What the fuck is push? What the fuck is Eminem gonna do? Good morning, Tanisha. This is actually a shirt that somebody made for me. It's a BBN shirt. Um, I wanted to talk to them about making more shirts so we could put them up for sale, but I don't think they're ever gonna contact me again. So yeah, these are the shirts that could have been being sold on the channel, but it's a. And I decided I'm gonna start wearing t-shirts in the morning, and I'll just keep my clothes on that I wear through the day at night. I think I'm not really trying to talk about Act. I'm not trying to disrespect them, and I'm also not trying to give them praise. I'm just saying what is actually going on, and I believe that even before that, Act was a little bit not what he usually do. But in the video, this is why I brought the video up. In the video, it sounded like he was throwing shots at another YouTuber because Act made a point. He said, "Look, man, XXX Tentacion passed away, and I am not going to make a million videos about him." And I'm not going to make a million videos about him. Now, I'm not trying to bash any internet content creators, but there is a specific content creator that we all know that seems like he makes an XXX Tentacion video every day. So, but I do believe that if that is a majority of your fan base want to see, there's no reason not to make those videos. So whatever. You're talking to a guy that I can go 3 weeks without making. I could go 3 weeks without making a fucking 6ix9ine video, and then when I make one 6ix9ine video, I get all type of different hate mail talking about how all I make is 6ix9ine videos. So the shit is crazy. So, but then I looked at the playlist one day and I said, the playlist is pretty big. And then I realized, because I might not make a 6ix9ine video for like a week, 2 weeks, but when shit happens with the guy, I got to make 4 or 5 videos in a matter of 1 week. So, it is what it is. It's people's perception, man. You know what I'm saying? For whatever the reason is, people hate him. And other people like him. I don't know. Whatever. Car wreck. Anyway. In all fairness, Dr. Webb, a ton of people ask me to do what you're asking me to do. Send me a video. This is my email. Send me a video. A ton of people ask me to do what you're asking me to do. So it's not personal. Send me it's because I don't think that I'm ready to properly do certain things yet. And I'm the type of person that if I'm not ready to do something, I wait until I have the requisite abilities or whatever the case might be, and I could be able to do it the right way. I rarely ever try to do things that I can't do, or that I don't think that I can do well enough to do it justice. Oh, wow. I spelled that wrong. Don't send nothing there. Hold on. I spelled that wrong. Can't even type. This shit is retarded. What the fuck, yo? Send it to that email. Yeah, because they do the thing where whenever he has something coming out, they do flood the market. It's crazy. But no, initially it was easy for them to flood the market. All they had to do was be friends with Ack. Being friends with Ack made him do a video on it. If academics do a video on it, you got a million other blogs doing videos on the same thing. That's one of the main reasons why I stopped looking at academics' channel, because I didn't want to be in that group. You understand what I'm saying? If y'all understand what I'm saying. I rarely ever do videos because I see academics have done one. That's why every time I see that academics has done a video, I say, I allude to the fact that I got the video from the dude. I rarely ever do a video after seeing academics do it. Usually, if me and him are doing the same videos, I didn't even know he's doing them. I don't know when he did them. I don't know if it was before, after me, same time. No idea. I respect the man and his hustle. I might not agree with many of his points or his viewpoints or anything like that, but whatever, nigga. He could think whatever the fuck he want to think. It's his platform. I think a lot of times people give him a hard way to go anyway, so whatever. Appreciate that, Tada. Well, I try to, man. I mean, soon we're gonna be I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of augment and change up the content a little. I can't even explain. Like, I'm doing a lot of different research on stuff. I'm trying to change the content. What's my format real quick? Let me check something now. I'm trying to change the content up a little. I'm trying to bring y'all a little bit more things that's interesting. Because at the end of the day, of course, we want more people in our community. But at the end of the day, it's important that I make stuff that you guys. What the fuck? It's important because you guys are the base, and it's important that I make things that are interesting to you guys. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Just give me 1 second. No, actually, this shirt was made by hand by somebody for me. Yeah, this shirt was made by hand by somebody for me. Actually, I'm gonna contact you, Tone. And so I got your phone number. I'm gonna contact you and explain to you what the actual holdup is. I'm gonna explain to you what the actual holdup is as best I can. But do me a favor also, any images that you have of any of the shirts, email them to me. You already know what my email is because you emailed me before. Yeah, so it's not what you think. It's just that I don't really want to get into it. I might need to go buy some. I need to go get a new. All right, so I'm gonna have to cut it short today. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut this live short today because I gotta get videos out today. Usually when we don't get off to like 11. I can't get around to doing any. Sometimes I miss out on stuff I need to do. So today I'm gonna cut it short because I gotta run downtown. I need to go get some fucking computer programs. And I just spent a lot of money on that camera stuff, so I don't even know if I have the available funds. But I gotta actually go down there and go look, so I'll see. Um Look, I love y'all. Please, everybody, have a beautiful day. Um, I need to go and figure out a way to improve the content. So I need to spend the last couple of days. That's what I've been spending myself doing. Um, I need to go figure out a way to improve the content. So I'm gonna have to check y'all later. I'm gonna have to check y'all later and look for at least a couple of videos to come out today. I'm gonna try to max out. I'm gonna try to max out today. Try to get some videos out there. I gotta get some videos out there. I gotta also work on improving the content. So I'm gonna check y'all later. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. Love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. That's all I got in this one. I'm out.